What's going on, y'all, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are bringing you guys the entries for the 2025 Halloween contest, Creatures and Cryptids. This is our third annual Halloween contest we've done here. We're going to showcase these for you guys. We're going to get a voting form up for you guys. We're going to get your votes in, and then we're going to announce our winners. So let's get right on into this. Here we go. Cheers. And here we are at our first contest entry. This one is by Silex, and it is called On the Shores of Loch Ness. With that title, I think it should be no surprise as to what creature and or cryptid Silex has picked for us here. Let me unpause the game, get the sound going, get the trees blowing in the wind there. So yes, he has clearly gone with the Loch Ness Monster. This is our spawn point into his creation here. And as you can see, his chosen track ride was one of these trams that goes around. I'm sure it's running around in a circle here somewhere behind these trees. Maybe we'll pop in, take a look at that later. But for his required flat ride, you can see there that that's what he put in. So we're going to make our way on down here, y'all. And I have not peeked around this too much. When I loaded in, I got an aerial view finding my way over to the entrance here. But I have not spoiled too much of this for myself up to this point yet. Lots of thunder, rain, lightning going on. Actually, you know what? I've got the rain turned off. I forgot to turn that back on. Hold on one second. There we go. Get some of those light rain effects turned on for y'all. And we will go over here real quick. We'll double back because there's a building right there. But we will peer out over this vast expanse that Silex has created. Silex says about this build, experience history and Planet Coaster 2. I'm sorry, I'm going to butcher the name of this castle. Urquhart Castle on the shores of Loch Ness is arguably one of the most remarkable places in Scotland. Some say a monster lives there. And in our case, for today's spotlight, we very much hope that a monster lives there, because that is the entire point of this contest, is to create a entirely themed build around your choice of creature and or cryptid. See, Urquhart Castle is what we're going with. If I have butchered that name, I do apologize. But it happens. I'm American. I don't know how to pronounce that crap. Really cool little board there. Just getting a pan around, letting everybody read what's going on here. And then up top here, it looks like we have maybe some restroom areas and a slide that goes down. So we'll check out down below there and see if we can find the entrance to that slide. Got signage all over the place here. Little touches of realism. Get a peek around at everything. So it says go this way, so I'm assuming we'll have a staircase down or something somewhere over here. Ah, yes, and here we are. Look at this view, y'all. Look at this. Just crazy work, the amount that's gone into that. Stop and pause and take a view at it there. No, let me not eat the concrete. Let me keep my camera view steady. There we go. Alright, over here, I imagine, is where we will get to that slide entrance. Yep, there's the bottom. Our people having fun, splashing around in the pool. Let me get a shot of this exterior here. There we go. Very nicely done. This is all custom bone work here as well, with the skeletal system of Nessie there. Look at these views, man. Absolutely stunning. I love this. I love this. This is great. Even the Loch Ness monster like theme on the slide here looks like a very short, quick slide, but the theming is top notch. I mean, you've absolutely nailed it. You shoot out of the monster's mouth into the pool there. Really cool. Let's go get to the... Alright, and there you have it, your slide POV as we dropped down into the pool. I gave you guys a shot there just now of behind that, the staircase that we used to get up there. And it drops right down into the pool here. So, a very good usage of adding in the flume. I know that one might have thrown some people off, throwing that flume in there as one of the requirements, but I love that you adapted to that and made it fit very, very well with the theme of this. I mean, it doesn't feel out of place whatsoever. I guess you could argue that, yeah, like it's a bit strange that there's a pool just randomly in that building. But I mean, for what you've done here, to be able to incorporate a pool and a slide into it the way that you did, super, super creative. Absolutely love that. Is this a ride? I know I'm talking about the slide back there, but what in the name of the gods is this? Wow, okay, so you've actually... I saw it, like, launching... It looked like you've made... Yeah, there we go. You've made this into a literal catapult, Silex. You absolute madman. Guys, this is why we love and respect Silex on this channel, and we adore his creations. I mean, it looks like you've even got an impact back there in the dirt from the catapult ball landing. That's... absolutely insane. Silex is a mad genius, everybody. And there's the incorporation of the flat ride. You know, that was another thing. You had to have a flat ride as part of the requirements, and you took something as mundane as this ride and you've skinned it into something entirely unique. I can guarantee you there's not another one of these on the workshop right now that does this or that looks like this. I promise you there isn't. Go prove me wrong. The trebuchet. I will not read all of this. I will briefly pause there, let everybody read that. If you want to pause the video now, go ahead and do that. But we have lots of spotlighting to do and lots of big creations here to spotlight. So we are going to keep on pushing through and get down into these ruins and see. And before we get down in there, I'm going to take a moment to stop and appreciate this absolutely spectacular view. Cheers. Alright, quick little one there, and we are right back to it. Loving what I'm seeing so far. I cannot wait to get down into these ruins and see what we've got down there. And then, looks like we've got some kind of a pier now, like a fishing pier down here. Is that a... I see a boat down there in the distance going around the lake. Alright. Well, oh, look at that. Maybe that's our first sign of the Loch Ness Monster. I mean, this is called Loch Ness. So, I imagine... we will probably see us some Loch Ness monsters. If that's a boat ride out there, I imagine that's probably the coaster. I kind of want to save that as like the end thing here, like the last kind of thing that we do is take that ride, especially knowing Silex and his in-depth creativity. So we'll get a shot of some of these signs here. Again, if you would like to, pause the video there and read those for the sake of time on this video. I'm not going to read out every single sign because I'm already seeing quite a few. Not that we don't appreciate the time you took to do this, Silex. Of course we appreciate it. It's just for the sake of the video, sir, that is all. And everybody can read it on their own accord. I'm going to go back through later off camera and read it because I actually want to see some of the story behind this or some of the details. I imagine that from what I'm reading here, tidbits of it, it's yeah, probably some like true to life stuff. I would imagine maybe that this is even a recreation of that area. I don't know. I've never been to Loch Ness, so I can't tell you. Silex, if this is a direct recreation, hop in the comments and let us know, man. Make our way on up here. The touches of realism and the details here are just crazy, man. It's another one like the Industriplex spotlight that I did not too long ago. It's subtlety. It's subtle touches of detail. But this just looks so real. I mean, this view is one of the most realistic views that you're going to get in Planet Coaster. There's a shot of that for anybody who wants to read along with the history of this. But look at that. I mean, this is just absolutely crazy how... I don't even know what to say, but I'm at a loss for words just how beautiful. Alright, keep going around here. I think I saw inside one of these I could actually go inside. Oh, there's a park bench there to sit on. Well, yeah, there was one of these I think I could actually go inside of. I saw like an entrance into. There it is, yeah. The Grant Tower. Looks like there's like an electric cable running up there. Wonder what that's about. This is an entirely custom staircase too, isn't it? Look at this. What on earth did you use to get the... Like, what pieces are these that I'm missing in the game? Why doesn't my stuff look like this? Oh, that staircase alone is so many friggin' pieces. Look at that. Same with the railings here done to it. Same style as the staircase. We'll break the immersion a little bit. Take a pop up top here. Take in some more of those views. Wow, man. Alright, we're going to get down there to what looks like the coaster of the park and see what it has to offer. Oh, did I miss this sign? No, I did not. I got that one. Alright. Okay, we're going to make our way down the hill to our boat ride. Wait at this sign for a second. Get a read on that one there. I'll get up nice and close to it for everybody. There we go. We will walk out onto the custom pier with the wood here. I gotta figure this out, dude. What are you using to look like this? All right, we're gonna hop on. Looks like. All right, here we go. Out onto the lock. Enjoy your ride, everybody. But yeah, let's quickly make our way... Oh, it's following us, isn't it? Yeah, let's make our way back to the pier here. This was a rather unsafe journey out into the lock. I think the monster might exist, everybody. I think that might be proof enough for me. We almost drowned here. Alright, and we are going to grab one more pan around of this absolutely beautiful build that Silex has made for us. Silex, thank you so much for entering this contest, man. It's been a blast to not only have you take part in this and, you know, share your work along the way with everyone, but also to spotlight this, man. You've never, to my knowledge, entered a contest anywhere, I don't think. You know, feel free to correct me on that if I'm wrong, but... it's truly an honor, man, to have you enter this and to submit something so cool, and you have used the time that was given to you to the utmost of your ability, and I absolutely love what you've done here, y'all. Let's take a look one more time at this whole thing in a nighttime shot. Not completely dark, but I like the pink skyline in the back there of this build, so I kept it. We've got our trebuchet one final time, and then we'll go look over here at this beautiful lit up building at night with your dinosaur skeletons. I'll check behind some of these doors to see if they go anywhere. If they do, I will add it into the video after this spot, but I don't think they do, so I think that'll sign us off for this one. Great start to this contest, y'all. We're going to keep it pushing here at the Creatures and Cryptids Contest 2025 Halloween event. Let's go. Up next on our tour of these Halloween builds, everybody, we bring you to the town of Loveland, Ohio on this very wet and rainy day for a build done by yours truly and Scott Boogie Gaming, the man, the legend himself. We teamed up for this one and got hard at work on this thing, and while both of us are very busy, very busy people, and neither of us got as much time on this thing as we would have liked, we still did get together something that I'm happy enough with. I think it turned out nicely, and Scott has thrown in some great additions and some of these blueprints in here, as well as helping me get together the pathing areas and clean up around some things. It was those last minute details that I was struggling with, and Scott just really got in here and helped me with so much. So first things first, huge shout out to Scott Boogie Gaming, y'all. Go check out his YouTube channel. Same name there, Scott Boogie Gaming, over on YouTube, guys. Awesome dude, awesome channel. Give him a like, sub, all that good stuff. All right, let's get into this build, guys. This build is going to be themed to the Loveland, Ohio Frogman. The lore behind that is not a whole lot, actually. It's just that there was a police officer in Loveland, Ohio years and years ago who claims that he saw a giant bipedal frog walking around on a bridge near the river, and there's some other sightings sprinkled in throughout that people talk about, but that's really the main big one. I didn't delve too deep into the lore with this build so much as I just kind of themed it around the frogman itself. So at any rate, here it is, y'all. This is the entrance here that we're going through, and we've got some of our sprinkler systems and our tractors and our farm equipment hard at work here. The whole thing is themed to a quaint little farm town, or a farm, I guess not a town so much as just the farm itself. But we'll head around to the left here and make our way on over to our chair swing. Alright, let's get up in here through our very wet, very muddy pathing. Be careful, y'all. Our guests got to watch out that they don't slip and fall. I'm not trying to get sued by anybody. Again, huge shout to Scott for cleaning up around these pathings. I put these invisible paths down, and Scott came through and detailed and put up some good foliage work and threw in those frogs you saw back there. And this will take us on up to our chair swing. Not going to pop a ride on it unless the flat ride is like heavily themed with like some triggers or something that I see. I probably won't hop on them. I didn't get on Silex's, so I'm not going to ride mine just out of fairness. I feel like most of the time these are more just to look at, but again, if I see somebody's like triggered it or put it inside of a building, we might hop on it and give it a look. But at any rate, there's your chair swing. There's your frogman trying to attack the chair swing. Some of my interesting 3D art shapes, we'll call it that. I don't know if you guys want to call it good. I think it's okay. I'm happy with how it turned out. But there's my giant frogman. Then we got the barn, the cryptid snacks. So over here we got a few snack buildings inside there for the guest, as well as some seating arrangements. There's gonna be a lot of people taking part in these outdoor seating areas today, but hey, that's all right. This is around the back side of the build. Coaster there. We'll catch the coaster towards the end, just like we did in the previous one. For now, we'll walk up and check out. All right, we'll get up in here. Got our frogman in the back there. They're all the frogmen are trying to attack the rides. They don't like the rides being here on the farm. And we've got some of our little evil dudes down here that I've made. Oh, I had quite a bit of fun with this build, y'all. I mean, as you can see here with my little 3D shapes, I had a really good time. Lots of long nights sitting in my recliner after work, hitting up the broccoli sessions and just building away and making the absolute most out of it that I could. Maybe one day I'll get to enter one of these contests, be it mine or someone else's, and I'll actually get to put in like an extended amount of time and see what I can come up with. But who knows, man? Who knows? At any rate, splash down there, coming right up on it. There's the entrance to our build here, with our surprised frogman coming for the riders. And then up on top of that, we actually have some slides coming down both sides of our ride here, and the platforms are up top there, with our exit to this ride being right here, dropping us right back here. Keep making our way around. More of these farm equipment things here, and these buildings in the backdrop here, courtesy of Scott Boogie. He's got some of the buildings in here. I've got some of the buildings in here. Like I said, we tag team this, y'all. We got in here and we made it happen for the creatures and cryptids. I had to enter, man. It was the Halloween contest. I always have to enter my own Halloween contest, even if I don't do any other one throughout the year. I always try to make sure I get in on the Halloween one. It's the best season there is. Got a little seating arrangement there with the track going right over top for the riders to take a good peek at the coaster. We'll get a shot of that on the ride later as well. And we got a bathroom up in here, as well as a guest services off to the left side of that door there. Sounds like the coaster might be coming through here. It's out there. It's alright. Make our way through this queue line over here. And on to our car ride. Our classic antique car ride is what we got over here for you. Tried to do the theming for this like pretty natural. I know that in a real park you'd see a bit more barriers put up than this, but I was trying to keep that really natural through the woods kind of look to it, you know, like it's not necessarily designed to be a theme park or a section of one, you know, something like Universal level of detail, just the Wish.com version, you know, not on Scott's end. No, I'm taking a jab at myself, not Scott. Everything Scott did in here is great. Oh man, I gotta have fun with these spotlights, y'all. I gotta have fun with them, and I do. All right, here we are at our old beaten down barn. It's on fire here. We got Frogman over in the window of this thing. Wonder what he's up to out there. All right, here we are inside the barn, making our way out. Not too much detailing in there. I'll get the shot of that when we come back in. Just a couple sleeping drats and some hay bales, really. I did switch up the time of day for us. Get some of those lights on, even though it's not dark out. And again, nothing too crazy. Eating a little bit of tree there. Oops. Nothing too crazy with this build. No crazy trigger work or anything done with it. Just a very simple ride through the woods. Like I said, would have liked to have gotten more done on it, but it is what it is. We got it submitted. It looks cool. Question is, will it win any awards? Stick around, find out. Make our way over the bridge here. Let's not get our head taken off by the fallen windmill. not be a good day. But while we're sitting here riding along, you know it would be a good day. Cheers. Nice little waterfall there in the background Scott created for us. Make our way through the spooky barn. Uh-oh, looks like Frogman done took out one of our pieces of farm equipment here. There we go, making our way back into the barn. Like I said, not too crazy on the theming in here. Kept it light, kept it simple. We'll hop on and we'll get going, make our way off the ride here. Switched up the time of day again, get a little night shot coming out of the ride. Oh, there we go, got our riders above us there, going over top of the bridge. Very pretty through here at night. Not to toot my own horn and compliment our own work too much here, but it looks pretty. The rain in this game looks really nice too, honestly. The mud on the ground with the rain looks really solid. And then this... Hello, guest. It looks like you're walking on an invisible path that I forgot to correct there. Okay, well that's fine. This is my spotlight. I can point it out. Whatever. It is what it is. I forgot to fill in the pathing there. Hey. At any rate, we can make our way around here where our water slides are with our big evil frog man. And over here we have dryers in here. Or no, sorry, our dryer is here. And then we have two changing rooms, one in here and one in our grain silo. And then we have our slides here, which we will hop on and take a look at. See, up top we go on our tube slide. Up the silo and back down. Very short, sweet, simple, to the point. Nothing too fancy. And there you have it. It drops us down through that hatch door there. Up through the tube and then boom, down into the drop. There you have it, everybody. Okay, making our way from our little area here with our slides and our flat ride. We'll come back around. Go over to our left side, which we've already been over here, of course, to go on the ride there. Then we'll make our way back around because we have a coaster inside here that we're about to take a ride on. It looks like I also forgot to move my height measurement guy. I moved this guy around all over the park to make sure that things were out of guest level. I guess except the bushes, though. And nope, he just clipped his head on the wood, too. Why would you do that? Right as I'm telling everyone that I used Jeff here to... And then you go and... Damn it, man. Yeah, run. At any rate. Hope y'all are having a lovely day here at Loveland, Ohio. Frogman Park. I don't know. Let's get back around and get on this ride up here. Here's our entrance to it. And we'll make our way through the maze of vegetation. Excuse me, people. Got the coaster peeking through in the background as we walk around here. Normally wouldn't go through the entire queue like this on most rides in a spotlight, but given that this is a contest build, I do want to show off. That's the reason that I will use everybody else's queue lines as well, just to make sure that if there's any theming through there, I'm not missing any of that or anything. 'Cause I do want to make sure that the entire build is shown off for these contests, especially more so than a regular spotlight. My recommendation to anybody watching is obviously go download these for yourself and check them out. That way you can have the best, view of them, and you can really vote with what you think is the best based on what you've seen. And not only that, it really helps, you know, keep our guys motivated and building. And yeah, we love to see that. So go download them. Do it. At any rate, here we are at the beginning of the ride, or the entrance of the ride, I should say. It sounds like it might have just come back into the station, so we're going to pause it right there and hop on it. Alright, making our way on out of the station. Here we go. It's relatively family-friendly coaster here for us today. I like building them like this, honestly. It's fun. Oh, look out, everybody. It's the Frogman. He's back. And he's angry and had one too many bowls today. I don't know why he's angry then. He shouldn't be angry. Got our second car going around there in the back. Some little mini frogmen spitting on us as we go back into the station. There it is, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed the ride. We'll get a few more shots of this build, and then we'll get the heck out of here and on to the next. Alright, I did want to get a quick shot there, because Scott actually did, I think, the only animatronic piece in the entire area here is this thing. And I did want to get a shot of that moving, because he did animate that, so it's actually a sprayer that goes back and forth over the crops. Didn't want to skip out on that. Thank you, Scott, for your contribution to all of this and helping me get this thing done and completed, man. All right, y'all, I think this is going to bring us to the end of it. I don't think that we've missed anything, so we'll get you guys these nice aerial shots of everything through here. You can see what we got going on. I hope you guys have enjoyed our take on the Loveland, Ohio Frogman. And again, you know, it's not as detailed and as spooky as I would have liked it to have been. But it's okay. I had a blast doing this. I plan on doing more. And maybe I'll take a little break from doing my own contest, and you'll see me in somebody else's. If, you know, maybe Wix or Maddie, or who knows, whoever's out there that's hosting one, I might pop in on yours and try it out. So I think that's going to do it, guys. Here's your night view of it. Moving on to the next one. Peace. And here we are at the third entry on our list. This one is called Cthulhu's Bathtub, and it is by Maddie's Machinations. He has brought us his Cthulhu-inspired, as you can tell by the name, build here for his creatures and cryptids. And I cannot wait to get in here and take a peek and see what we've got. If y'all know anything about Maddie's Machinations, he has got some absolutely crazy animatronic work going on. So I think we're going to see some more of that displayed here today, and I can't wait, man. I've seen some of the videos that he's put out, and some of the stuff that he shares with the Discord server, and it's all fantastic. Wait till you guys see what he's got in here, because I don't know what's in store for me. I have not peeked at these yet. Got our little guy over here drinking some coffee, fishing away. I assume that might be Maddie himself. I got to make my own custom animatronic and place it in there and join you for that cup of coffee and fishing there, Maddie. But let's make our way up into Cthulhu's hot tub. I think I said bathtub. I'm pretty sure it's hot tub. Hold on. Yep, it's hot tub. I'm almost positive I said bathtub. I'm not fixing it in post-production either. It's going to stay that way. It is what it is. It's a hot tub. Here we are making our way up top here. Look at this already. This foliage work. The coaster just ripping through the entire area. Got the Blessings condenser. We'll start over there and then come back this way unless it loops around. All right, making our way up to the Blessings condenser. I'm really curious to see what this is. It sounds like it's going to be a ride. I mean, given that it's got a name and what looks like a queue here. All kinds of blasting going on. Got some sci-fi shooting around here somewhere. Oh my gosh, look at this. The place is massive. What is this? What in the world am I looking at? Oh, this is about to be crazy. And it appears that I have found an exit. All right. Alright, we have accomplished finding the exit. We'll leave out the... Oh, wait, the entrance is the exit, and the exit is the entrance. Oh. Interesting. Okay. A ride on this thing here. We've got some animated characters of some kind here. One of them flipping us off over here on the side of the mountain. But I'm gonna get on this one. I checked it out in the testing mode, and it looked like there was some animatronics or some kind of special effects going on up here. So because this one does look like it has trigger work done to it, I wanted to make sure to incorporate the actual POV here. Oh, okay, well if I look up, this is, alright. I'm ready to have my blessings condensed. Whatever that means. Oh, I lied. I don't like it. Alright, awesome job there with that. Nice and spooky for the Halloween season. Got spiders jumping out of the darkness at you. Come get your blessings. I just wanted to grab a close-up shot of these guys. Looks like I think that's Matty himself there, if I had to guess. I'm not sure about our bald guy here that is flipping us off, and I don't know... Is this supposed to be Cheen? Is that supposed to be a taco in the... Yo, I don't know if it is, but either way, it's got the CCW belt on, and I appreciate that so much. That's hilarious. I'm not sure who this guy is, and I'm not too sure who this hooded ninja-looking guy is either. But either way, really, really cool. These are neat. I had to display them. And making our way back over here off of the exit point there, back towards the start of the park, we have the Call of Cthulhu, the Tour of Terror, the Power, the Harvest, and the Cigar Cutter. So go check out all these awesome creations and rides over here and see what we got. Beware, when Cthulhu rises, this area goes under. Watch out, everybody, unless you want to get wet. Some kind of a... Maybe this is a ride queue down here, or... Oh no, just a place to put... Oh my holy trigger work. Jesus. Yep, see, this is why I don't do this stuff, y'all. This is why, because then you end up being a madman that does this. I'm okay, thank you. You guys can have at it. Good work. Alright, cool. A little viewing area down here. That's nice. Got some, like, underwater... Some fish swimming around and a big... Jesus, look at this shark. Is that a custom... The custom work on these art shapes for these animatronics is fantastic, man. At a distance, you can't even tell that they're not in-game pieces. That's phenomenal. Alright, we got Cthulhu that way, which given that this is called Cthulhu's Hot Tub, I imagine that'll be our big showcase here. So we'll probably save that for last and go up to Tour of Terror, Harvest, and Cigar Cutter to start off with. Let's make our way over this way before we go over there. Oh, we got the Tour of Terror right here, it looks like. Okay, cool. Hell yeah. Deep into the cave we go. Alright, everybody, enjoy your Terror Tour. And there we go, back into the station. What an absolutely stellar ride on that. Okay, coming off this ride here, y'all. What an absolutely stellar job, Maddie. That was super cool, dude. The animatronic work was impeccable. I saw a lot happening in the background there for some of your other rides that looked like they had triggers going on. It went around like what felt like a very large portion of your map here, too. We went all the way back around that backside through here, and then I believe we came out the mouth of this mountain right here and under us. So that covered quite a bit of space in such a short 3-minute span, dude. Like, that was absolutely stellar. I loved it, and I can't wait to see the coaster, because like if that was your animatronic work on what I feel like is probably the secondary ride, I imagine your coaster is probably the main attraction here. I'm so hyped to get to the coaster, dude. Absolutely. But at any rate, we're going to keep the spotlight pushing on and see what we got going on with this green toxic water. You know what? When we visited Silex Park in a previous spotlight, we got into the pink pool of water and turned into a superhero. So we, you know, hey, why not? Let's find out what happens. Get a little soak in here. There we go. Good. See what kind of, maybe we turn into the Toxic Avenger now. I don't know. Express blessings. Yes, please. I need all of them. Yes. Express bless me. Thank you. Thank you. I can go have a good day now. We got up here. Power of the Harvest. There you go. A little shot of that if y'all want to pause and read. Got a water slide that goes around the edge here, and I think we can actually get up there. That is the, yep, right there. That's the Power of the Harvest. It's the water slide. Alright, let's get over here to it. And we will spider pig our way to the top. Climb up like we're doing parkour. Alright, hell yeah, let's hop on this thing. The harvest. Working our way around down. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. What did we just hit? I suppose Maddie does not care if we come off these slides alive. Maybe that's why we're powering the harvest. Maybe we are the sacrifice to Cthulhu. And as you can see here, this is why it is called Power of the Harvest, I imagine. Every time a rider goes by and smacks into one of these death traps on the wheel here, you not only shatter your ankle and your femur simultaneously and become a soup can, but it spins that little wheel there and powers this thing up and sends it way down into here, down into the water. So yes, you are effectively powering the Cthulhu summoning machine, I suppose. At any rate, we got, I think this is our cigar cutter, if I had to take a guess based on the name here. Looks like this thing might have just ended out, so we'll get it going and get a shot of it for you. Here we go, we got that ride spinning up now, the dial is turning here. And I think as we came through on our transport ride down through here earlier, we saw what looked like a giant snake head being chopped off. I can only imagine it was from this ride, since that's what was right above us at the time. We got this wheel just turning away. It's going to do something at any second, I feel like, here. Yeah, there it is. I knew. This is where that snake came from. I saw it fall from the what looked like the sky down there earlier. Look at this. This looks like a whole in-game piece. This does not even look like it was custom built. Absolutely wild that we can do stuff like this in this game, man. Then we got the, look at this guy just flying around with people. And there it is, the snake head being chopped off and sent down into the grinder, defeating the snake. There's Cigar. Okay, we've made our way back down here to our sign work, and we got Cthulhu this way. This is where I assume we'll get on the coaster of the park here. What do we got over here? We got Otherworld Sushi. Hell yeah. Come get you some out-of-this-world snacks, some Cthulhu bites. I wonder if they serve calamari. Could really go for some of that right now. At any rate, let's get up in here. Take this queue line, see what we got. Looks like that just, okay, yep, that follows that way. Again, with the exit entrance being the same kind of thing. That's interesting. I've Not personally done that myself. I'm genuinely trying to think if I've seen that done. I'm sure somebody has done it before that I've seen, but I can't recall. All right, here we are at Cthulhu, getting spooky already with the green steam and smoke flying everywhere and this mist in front of us. All right, let's hop on. All right, let's kick this right off. Everybody enjoy Cthulhu. Another absolutely wild ride, and we've received our blessings. There you go, everybody. Let's talk about this thing. All right, and here it is. I just want to talk about the ride while we got another shot of this guy here. First of all, stellar ride. Absolutely loved it. Very much built for the effect of the ride and the overall look at that Cthulhu being the main centerpiece as he crushes the Kraken into little squishy squid pieces here. I mean, what do I say about this, dude? Where do I start? Just the amount of different animatronics that I see happening in one creation here is just phenomenal, dude. You've got to get on board with Silex, and you guys have to come up with a creation together. I have to see this. It is my request for 2026 is that we see a Silex and Maddie's Machinations crossover collab. So absolutely stellar job. We were going to turn up the lights in this park, look around, see if there's anything that we missed, and then go from there. Here is the build with the lights up and the rain off. I know it is not meant to be viewed that way at the actual spotlight. That's why I kept it the way that Maddie had it here, to respect the, you know, the darkness and the creepy atmosphere. But we do want to get the lights up, show off a little bit more of the build at some of these different angles, just because there's so freaking much happening here in such an enclosed area. There you see again in the daytime with him rising up. Still looks equally as stellar in the daytime even. But yeah, there it is, y'all. Just wanted to get those daytime shots. Maddie, absolutely stellar, dude. Love this so much. There you see the water rising where it said this area goes under. Thank you so much for entering this contest. I do believe this is your first one on the channel here with us, and I hope that you had a good time with it, man. I am truly impressed with what you've come up with, and I hope to see you keep creating more in the future, whether it be for our contest or somebody else's or just for your own entertainment, man. Keep pumping this stuff out. Everybody go. Make sure you like, subscribe to Maddie's stuff on the workshop. We'll catch you guys on the next spotlight. We got goblins coming up. Goblins. Those little guys often recruited across the land by nameless minions for evil wizards, their bugbear chiefs, or many others. Hard, thankless work that just results in them being grinded for XP by parties of murder hobos. They deserve a break, and now they can get one. The Goblin Getaway is a tropical resort that converted a once-abandoned sea fort into a paradise for goblins. No evil wizards to serve, no adventurers to slaughter them for XP. Recently, the goblins have opened their resort to humans after an adventuring party adopted one of them. Welcome everybody to the Ritz Snarlton. This is the build by Des Keys, and they have made a little goblin resort here for us, as you can see, for their Creatures and Cryptids challenge. This is going to bring us to our last one on the list today, so we're going to get in and look at this thing, have a go at it, and then we will talk about all these entries and the voting form and how that works. All right, let's get into it. All right, and here we are at the Archway entry for Goblin Getaway. I'm going to make our way and see what we got here. We got a nice sightline right as you walk in. Up the middle, you can see the coaster kind of cruising through the park there. Up over there, you can hear it rattle around by that, looks like some kind of a 3D art-shaped goblin. We'll check him out there in a minute. Got our food vendors and the goblin gifts over here. Okay, I dig it. A little just a memento there. Staff only. We are staff today. It's another one of those spooky little back areas. Is there another person hidden in here somewhere? I hope not. Okay, I don't see anybody. Oh, okay, it's a little animatronic of a goblin eating some organs here, maybe? That's cool. That's cool. Okay, a little backstage area for the staff here. Dig it. We'll come back through the tunnel. What do we got over here to the right? Let's see what we got over here to the right, and then we'll make the full loop to the left. Like some proper park guest. Oh, we got our pool over here. Okay. It looks like the entrance. Alright, everybody going for a little swim. We got our slides over here. The sewer. Oh no, everybody ride the goblin sewer slide. Here you go. Alright, let's hop on. Splash down into the water. There it is, everybody. The spewer. Take another one. Alright, coming off of our slides over here, I see a little path over this way. We got a staff only, so we'll zoom through and check that out. Well, oh, through a fence. Through a fence. Little staff only area back there, and then I saw a sign on the way over that said, nature trail? Yeah, nature walk. Okay, stick to trail. It's a cool little area here. I like this. Goblins can go on a little walk through the woods. Stick to the trail. Yes, I will do just that. Thank you. This is a cool little beans? Is it giving me beans, or am I offering it beans? Or is it named beans? I'm so confused. Is it killing the fish with its farts? Yep. It's farting up the fish, and okay, somebody's got to do something about beans over here. He's endangering the wildlife, and I just got in that water, so I'm probably gonna die. I'm concerned. At any rate, let's make our way back over to the main path here, and we will see you guys. Okay, and here we are back at the entry point, opposite of that right-hand side where we came in. We got the Goblin and Goblin Gifts that we looked at there. Okay, we got some little restaurants and eateries around here. Nice little dining spot. Even a little pier here you can go out on and watch the coaster go by. Really nice little touch there. I like that. Alright, let's go straight down the middle under the bridge here. I like this custom little bridge that you made. Just looking at some of the sight lines as I move around. It's got some really good shots here with these big towers and backdrop and things like that. And then we've got our little nods to our goblins over there with the slides. I saw the animatronic back there, so I'm sure there's more of that kind of stuff laying around. Fury of the Small. Fury of the Small. Interesting, okay. I see a janitor going up that way, so that's probably going to be an exit. But I don't know at the same time. I don't know. I'm probably going to find an exit. I always manage to find the exit and not the entrance. And see, there's people walking in there, so I'm probably wrong. Oh, maybe it's not a ride. Maybe it's a show. Okay. Got like a little amphitheater back here. I see. There you go. Get a shot at everybody who's playing here. The beetle daft puke. There's some good little nods there. Pause that. Check that out. The Lyric Topical Treasures Tribute Stage. Okay, warning. Performers may be eaten by sharks. Des, that's kind of a problem. Man, it's kind of a problem. Like this castle wall kind of built up here. I don't know where exactly we're heading. I want to go back to the main path and we'll kind of peruse these back areas here. Alright, we'll make our way up here towards, it says Fury there, I do believe. Heck yeah. I'm not sure if this is going to be the main coaster. This might be the main coaster for the park. And I know we've been riding those last. Fury of the Small. Okay, so it is the ride. I know we've been riding the coasters last, so we'll see if that's what this is up here. I do think so. If it is, maybe we'll go on it. Maybe not. We'll see how I feel once I get up here. I've been doing the coasters as kind of the last thing of the park, but maybe we'll switch it up. Yep. Looking like it is going to be that coaster. So we'll go ahead and hop on it since we're here and there's another train coming in the station for us. Why not? Catch you guys on the ride. Alright, here we go. On Fury of the Small. What an awesome little coaster, man. It took you all around the park, showed you all the different areas throughout the environment. Had some nice little 3D art shapes there done with some of the goblins going up the wall and things like that, or one of the cliff sides. So a bunch of different little things there that we'll get a look at when we do like an aerial view at the end here maybe. And we'll get that checked out. But yeah, dude, super cool. Really, really enjoyed this ride a lot, actually. Okay, and this will position us right there at the exit of the ride as we come off the ride here. Is that, oh yeah, the coaster kind of flies through there. Nice, you kind of peer down and see it going through. Alright, that'll bring us out here, where we came in at, actually. Okay, drops us right back there, nice. And then we can continue on around this way. Excuse us, Mr. Maintenance Worker. Over the bridge here. Okay, and then we got a log flume. I actually almost did one of these in the build that Scott and I did, and then switched it up like super last minute and did the car ride. But I love those log flumes. They're a lot of fun to theme, a lot of fun to make. Captain Soggy Socks log rental. Kind of bugged out on my screen for a second there. Got our boat ride over here. Pirate ship, we'll give it a look. I don't know if we'll get on it, but we'll give it a look. Captain's office. Alright, hi Captain. Okay, must use logs at this current time because we're low on boats. captain's room. Is there anything we're gonna break the immersion and peek behind the? Nope. Okay. Oh, went through the other wall. Just breaking everything. Is this a flat ride? Maybe. Okay, this might be the log ride because it's mentioning the captain's log. I'm done. I'm done. It's the captain's log. Oh my goodness. Okay, it does appear we have in fact found our river rapids ride. What is going on this morning, Clouds? Wake up! As we take off out of the station, we'll use that look forward view. I think that this might offer us the best perspective of the surrounding area and the ride itself. If we start head chopping through a bunch of stuff, I'll switch it up. But we should be okay like this. What do we got? Oh, he's being chased by a shark. Run, bro, run! This guy's going down in a sinking ship over here. Go underneath the bridge. Hopefully we don't head chop through it. Okay, I think we're just cleared it, you know. A little haircut. What we got? Cave beach party. Let's go. I am down for the beach party. Look at this guy over here flexing his muscles. DJ Gob Bling. I love it. Playing some volleyball over here. Roasting some marshmallows. Camera's going wild in the perspective here. Look at this guy. This dude partied way too hard. What's going on with this camera angle? Oh my. This is such a fun ride, man. I'm loving this. This is great. Over here just doing goblin stuff, you know, blowing bubbles, having a little drink or two. Camera! Camera! Can you not? Oh my dear lord! I'm trying to watch the goblins, you silly camera, and you're like jerking me all over the paws. Anyway. We're just gonna let the camera do its thing. We're not even gonna fight it. We're not even gonna fight it. Free cannon rides. Clouds... something. There was a cloud something. I saw my name there. We'll go back and discover it later. Big old splash down, a little bit calmer down here now with the music and beach vibes. Alright, Frontier, fix your look forward camera. Haha. Over here playing the guitar. I'm really liking this, man. This is such a fun build. You definitely took a lot of inspiration from something that you clearly enjoy or love. Maybe D&D or something along those lines. Some different RPGs that you've played or something, and you've definitely put some love and inspiration into this build. Absolutely stellar. I really enjoyed this ride. It was a lot of fun. I'm going to go over and see what that little cloud shout out was. Alright, we found the cannon ride room over here, and I see this little gremlin over here puffing away. The Clouds Co. luxury cigars. Okay, yeah, if you know, you know. We packed that luxury broccoli. Check it out. Now, why I'm smoking on top of these clearly explosive barrels marked with skulls of death, that is a different story. It's not something you should do. And, yeah, just don't do it. Okay, now what? We're gonna shoot this guy at the barrels? Like, what do you... They're trying to kill me, y'all. They're trying to... Alright, and that'll bring us right here to the exit of our ride. Our guy over there is still being chased by that shark, and our homeboy over there is still sinking in that boat too. Okay, there's the log rentals. Make our way on around and see what else we got over here. That coaster's zooming through the background again. We got the Goblin Galleon. That must be our pirate boat. It is in fact our pirate boat ride here. There we go. Not seeing any triggered effects or anything like that. If some start popping off, I will let you guys know, and I'll showcase that in the video, obviously. We won't ride it just because of the fact that I don't see anything major happening that I feel like we'll miss. We'll just get an actual look at the area around it, or the wall. The brick wall is fine, too. It's okay. It's okay. But anyway, we're going to look at the area around it, you know, some of the green goblin water over here and whatnot. And then we will keep going around through the tunnel here. We got the Foxhound Falls. Okay, hell yeah. If Des, if I miss any shout outs in this park to people that you have put in, feel free to like put those shouts in the Discord, like, you know, screenshot them, throw them up in the Discord. I'm gonna try not to miss any signs or anything like that as I move through, but obviously for the sake of time and getting the video out, but still showcasing everything, I'm gonna staff only there. You know, just that kind of stuff. I'm gonna try to make sure I get them all, but if I don't, I do apologize. Okay, look at this. We got like a little goblin flyer. Your glider instructor for the day is Cold Sore. Okay, I love how you've changed his name up there a little bit. See, there's all kinds of shouts right now, and I feel like I'm missing some somewhere. What is... It's just a helmet. It's just a goblin helmet. That's all that's left of him. I'm not going to ride this because it looks like goblins are flying out. And, yeah, that's not good. We don't need that. So I'm not going to get on this because I don't want to die. There's already been a few times in this park that someone or something has tried to take me out. But here you go. You got it. It's the Goblin Flyer. Looks like a paper plane almost with a bunch of little goblins hanging from it. A shot of that bridge and the castle wall here. We'll switch up the time of day once we're done and talk about the park. I think this is bringing us back around towards the front here, maybe. And then we've got Oma's Big Ball Beach Supply. All right, everybody get your big balls from Smiling Oma. She's got the supply. Who's over here hanging in a hammock? Probably Kep. He probably had a couple beers and laid down for a quick nap. Got more hammocks over here. Again, I love the shots of just the different, like the leaning castle towers and things like that. This old abandoned fort, as you were, you know, talking about being taken over by goblins and used for a goblin hub for little parties and shows and roller coasters. I love it. It's great. Super inspired, that's for sure. Okay, and then this is the side that we kind of snuck into earlier with the stage and all that, which brings us right back to here. So now we can go up and do this and give you guys a shot of from the entrance all the way through the back of the island there, and then we'll switch the time of day up. Give you all an extra few shots and we'll talk about it. All right, and we switched up the time of day. It's not too dark. I wanted to leave the lights up a little bit, but I did want to get the nighttime lighting going in the park here because it has been detailed out with lighting across the pathing and things like that. So I always want to get the chance for the lights to shine there, you know, if you get what I mean. And just kind of show off the park at a different time of day. And just get shots from every angle. You know, I know we didn't go around the backside of this and things like that. But Des, at any rate, thank you so much for entering this contest. Really, really appreciate it. And awesome job. This is a super, super inspired build. I'm sure that I missed some shout outs and some puns and things like that somewhere. You know, I mean, even like at the very entrance here with the Ritz Snarlton, you know, giving shouts to like the Ritz Carlton and just things like that, man. This is a super, super fun build. I can tell just by looking at this place that you had a good time doing this and you had fun putting your heart into it. So thank you again so much. And for everybody else, thank you all for watching. We're going to close this one out. It's been an awesome, awesome Halloween contest this year, and I'm super excited to get to the voting forms. We'll have those up for you guys here very soon. If they're not already up in the comments, check the Discord and they'll be over there. We should have them up in the description here for you guys. That's going to do it for this one, y'all. Have a good evening. Peace.